Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Your boy Savage, aka Sevs and Sneddles. You tuning in to Sevlo Tales 2.0. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Let's get to the politics. Big shout out to everybody showing the channel love. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you for the interactions. My high salute to the riders. Before I start this video, I am no way means promoting gang life or gang culture. I'm just telling the testimony, giving some life experiences, shining some light on the Denver Metro. Sorry about the voice, man. My vocal cords are shot. Yowling a lot yesterday, man. I'm drinking honey and tea, trying to get them back to normal. So let's get on there with this video, bro. So I started a new job, right? About a month ago. And I went for the interview and I got the job. And my boss, the main dude that interviewed me, I had went on my first day after the interview and stuff, and he basically, in my job, they have different crews in different places in the company that you work. So he takes me over to this department in the factory, and one of the dudes that's on the crew, he looks familiar when we're walking up, right? And I was like, I know this fool from somewhere. Well, anyways, my boss, he's like, hey, Billy, this is John. And then I'm like, Billy, the face looks familiar. I said, man, that's my old Sally. But the difference now is that Billy cut his hair. He used to have long hair. So I looked at one of his tattoos, and I remember him having that tattoo in the penitentiary. So when the boss walks away, I said, hey, Billy, you don't remember me? It's Sev. And he's like, oh, because he's an Asian fool. He's like, hey, John, what are you doing? I said, man, one thing about Billy, he was never supposed to get out the penitentiary. This fool had, almost like 40 years. He already been down like 15 to 20 years. And I didn't expect to see this fool out here. Well, he gave some time back. So long story short, me and Billy, we're chopping it up at lunch just recently. And we start talking about individuals that we were locked up on the yard with. So Billy was my Sally when I had hit Ben County Correctional Facility. And Billy, he had an older number, and he just had a lot of wisdom. So I used to chop it up with that fool when we'd be on lockdown. And big shout out to Billy, because he's the one that, when I got a letter from my wife, he's like, you need to go out there and marry your wife. So he's one of the bigger role models when it came to marriage, because he was all about the family. Asians, all about their families and their wives and their kids. I got out there and I married my beautiful wife. Big shout out to Bronco Queen, Lady Sev. So we're chopping it up for lunch. And he brings up this youngster that we both know. And he's like, you hear about what happened? And I ain't going to say homie's name, because I really, don't need to, say his name or anything. But he said, did you hear about what happened to him? And I said, what? He said he passed away from diabetes. And it's crazy because in the penitentiary, bro, you might know some people on that yard, and then all of a sudden you hear that they passed away from sickness and diseases, because there's a lot of sicknesses going throughout the penitentiary, people using the same needles. I seen it all, bro. People would shoot up and pass a needle to the next man, and they got some type of sickness, So it was just mind blowing and shocking. And to the youngsters, man, this dude was young. He was in his early 20s. It's crazy, bro, because the thing that happened, we're going to just call him Tony. We're going to call him Tony. Young Tony, he had a 7-year sentence, bro. And I remember it like it was yesterday, homie. Some situations happen, you know what I'm saying, with Tony and hit, and you know what I'm saying, some fools from the north, they get into it and they're against all laws. Well, their big homie, passes the dude the blade, and he says, you got to hit this fool. And this fool had only 7 years. He basically went in and he did what he had to do. If somebody got really seriously injured, and when he got seriously injured, bro, he caught a new case, and they gave him like 20 more years for that. So his 7 year sentence turned into like almost a 30-year sentence, bro. And he was young. And unfortunately, man, the youngster caught a sickness, and it must have been a rapid sickness of hepatitis C, because he passed away, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sad story, bro, because the youngster never got out of the penitentiary ever again. He went one time and never got to see freedom again, and he passed away behind them walls, man. You know what I'm saying? But life will hit you like that, and it doesn't have any remorse on anybody. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Lil Tone Tone. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, man. Crazy situation, bro.